Hey guys, John Colaneri here. Welcome to my home.
Welcome back to another episode of the Inside VUE. My name is Jason Underberg, and I'm here with my co-host, Mr. Brian Kovner. We are also here joined today with a very special friend of mine, Stefan Elbez, who is the proud owner of Interior Motif in Hoboken, New Jersey. Welcome to the show, Stefan.
Thank you. Wow. Thanks for the, what an intro, my friend.
Quite an intro. Nice to have Stefan here.
Yeah.
We've actually, Stefan and I have a very long running relationship. I actually spent a week at his house. He gave me the keys to his Miami apartment.
How was that?
I'm gonna leave a few things disclosed.
Okay, good thing.
But no, it was a beautiful trip, and much appreciated.
Oh, for sure, man.
And I can't tell you right now how much I would absolutely love to take a trip. And
I'm ready with you, man. I'm
was
so
probably our
ready.
last trip, our last official trip, I would say, was when we were in Miami.
I think that's right. Brian was down there.
I was
at
down
the
there,
same time.
unrelated, yeah.
Unrelated. He
Right.
was doing his own little, Brian excursion.
And I was there, I think, like 2 weeks before that or something. Like,
You were there 2 weeks before that.
Yeah.
And then I think after that, we all were just
If only we
stuck in the
knew.
house.
If only we knew that was the last time we could sit inside and have a meal and get on an airplane.
Oh, forget it. I think that
How
trip.
times have changed.
I
the
think
last
even
2
though I
months.
had a newborn with me at the time, that trip might have been a little bit different had I known that might be my last trip to Miami.
You would have extended it a bit differently.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
So, you do some amazing work, which is why we brought you on the show today, because I think
Thanks, my friend.
the guest that we have today was an exciting guest who we'll introduce in just a little bit. I think there's a good synergy here. And you actually know the guest who's coming on the show today,
Really?
which is exciting.
Great.
Tell us a little bit about the work that you've done and kind of like the high-end projects that you do with Interior Motif.
Just overall, just the concept of working with all these different type of clients and being in the Northeast area, you get to meet all these just great people,
Mm-hmm.
And, fortunately, we've met all kinds of different people, and also from, celebrities to, I guess everyday people like you and I.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I mean, I don't know if we're everyday people.
I don't know.
I think that's
Quasi-celebrity.
I think that's an understatement.
Right.
I think we're a little bit. I'm gonna leave that. I'm not gonna say anything I shouldn't say.
But it's
on
been
there.
great. We get a lot of opportunities. We actually just finished a job for John Diversa, the NHL hockey player.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in Hoboken.
Oh,
yeah.
very cool.
Yeah, that was an awesome project.
That's right. You're in Hoboken.
Right.
So, what is it like there in Hoboken? Because I'm now down in Monmouth County, and I feel so disconnected from North Jersey during all this craziness in the world.
So I could tell you, it's the second week that we're actually back in our showroom. I'll tell you what a difference of energy. It's completely a different vibe. But it's great. Obviously it's a life-changing for everybody, right? So you got to embrace it. But it's been interesting.
Do you find that businesses, people are more apt to want to upgrade their home now that they've been home for so many months and they're staring out their windows?
I
they're
love
staring
it.
at
It's
things?
been the best thing for us. Exactly.
Blessing in
Everybody's
disguise
looking
in a
at,
way. Right.
the wives are, beating on their husbands or whatever the case. Come on, now it's time, So we've gotten those calls. Yeah, it's been great,
Very cool.
And then, the ability to have a lot of buildings that, we have access to, that we've worked with. So it's been great. So they give us, the ability to go in there, take all their measurements, and then we could we've been doing a lot of virtual consultations, so that's been great. And then just different way of business.
Yeah, it is a different way of business, and I think it kind of forces people to evolve a little bit. Like you said, the virtual consultations, and for us, we started the whole concept of this show during the quarantine. So, for some people, I think that it brings out the great in what they do, and for other people, it's kind of like they just buckle up and fold. And I never want to be.
I agree. That's why we always think the same. We embraced it. It's there. We can't run from it.
Right.
We can't hide from it. We could just live with it until.
That's right. And it's not going anywhere.
Not for now. It doesn't seem like it.
This is kind of like the new norm, and we have to evolve.
Yeah, and I think we just really embraced it and took our time and worked on the back ends. Worked with a lot of different clients. We totally set ourselves up digitally. Now we're completely a remote company. We could be basically anywhere, anytime.
Which is amazing,
Oh,
because
my
I
God.
know we like to travel.
Yes.
And all three of us like to travel.
What is that again?
So,
Yeah.
So ideally, in a perfect world, we'll be traveling soon, and we'll be doing our work somewhere else
Oh,
other
we'd
than
love
here.
to, yeah.
Which would
That
be
would
great.
be.
Yeah.
Let's
So-
start with the travel part. That would be good. The
and
work
you've
will be.
got 2 kids,
I do.
and how old are they again?
So I got a 20-year-old, and then I have a 15-year-old. Actually, the 20-year-old, her birthday is this month, at the end of the month. She'll be
Nice.
20, and then the other one is 15, going on 30.
Yeah.
So
So how do
know,
you entertain them during the stay-at-home measures, or how have you entertained
I don't know.
them?
I think they're entertaining me. You know, they're the ones that are wild all over the place, but no, they're great. You know, they're doing their things, and I guess the fortunate thing, which I guess would be different from you, is my older. They can, you know, independent. They're
Self-sufficient, yeah.
self-sufficient. You know, so for that, I'm so blessed. I'm happy for everybody. I'm happy that, you know, with your little one. But I
Yeah.
can tell you, it makes a difference when they're older now.
Yeah, I can only imagine. So I think we've kept our guests waiting long enough. So I'm going to properly introduce.
Let's see. Let's see.
We've got today on our show HGTV celebrity, former spokesperson, if you will, for the Kitchen Cousins, with a fantastic show, which everybody's familiar with, as seen on the Ellen DeGeneres show.
Yeah, he's doing a lot of work with
Actually,
Ellen.
we're going to give him a proper introduction. And let's take a look at this quick clip before we introduce Mr. John Colaneri.
Awesome.
John and Anthony are here to tell us how it went. Come on out, guys.
Welcome to the Colaneri home. Hey guys, John Colaneri. When I am not designing or building homes, I love to work out.
John Colaneri is here, and Anthony Carino, make some noise. Come on. Come on.
Thank you. It's almost more than a passion. This is a way of life. This is what I'm talking about. All right, I see how it is. Oh, you look like you need it. What's up? I'm doing all right. Good to see you, man. Good to see you, bro. What's up? How we
What a
doing?
big surprise, man.
Hey,
Nice to
good
see
to
you,
see you.
man.
Good to see you. Good to see you.
All right.
How we doing?
All right, welcome. Welcome to the show, man.
Thanks for having me here.
Yeah, thanks for coming on. You look good. You look like you've been working out, which is good.
I've been trying to keep it going during the quarantine, and now that things are getting a little better in Jersey, they've allowed our CrossFit gyms to have outside workouts.
Oh, that's exciting.
Oh, you've been doing some of that?
Yeah, so at least we get to go outside now, so it's good.
Very cool. So you guys actually know each other quite well.
We do.
You guys have a running history of work. You actually just completed a project together.
Yeah.
We do, yeah. I've known Stefan, I think at least 10 years now.
Yeah, about more than that. Yeah, for sure.
From all of my projects that I did in Hoboken, Jersey City over the years, through brownstones and renovations, and now
And we did a couple of shows.
we did a couple of shows. Yeah, actually,
That's
yes, you were on a
right. Remember
couple
that?
of
Yeah.
our HGTV shows.
Yeah.
And now that I moved out to the suburbs, I'm in Bergen County. I have a lot more private clients that I work with, and of course, for
reconnect.
blinds and custom closets,
He's
I
the
come
go-to
in. He's
guy.
the go-to.
Oh,
Yeah,
Brad,
he's
my
definitely the
man.
go-to guy.
the go-to.
So what's it like being on camera with Stefan? I gotta know.
Oh, I don't know. He's still in spotlight.
Well,
you
we've been
know?
on camera with him before,
Well,
you know.
what's good is Stefan is definitely, he understands the social media aspect of our world now. He understands what it is to be on camera. We've had conversations about it. And
Yeah.
he gets it. For his business, I think any business these days, you have to know how to market
Sure.
yourself.
Without a doubt.
It doesn't matter whether you have experience or you're on TV or not. That's just the way our world is. And
We can mess
Stefan-
up a couple times on it.
It is what it is. But he gets it. I think more than anything, you understand it.
I think it's great. I think it's a good way to interact with clients and
Yep.
the DIYs and even the clients that need what we do.
Take him inside.
exactly.
So John, you're known for a lot of your kitchen experience.
Yes.
Who's the chef in your house?
Look, I definitely love to cook, but there's certain things I like to cook, and there's certain things my wife likes to cook.
So you guys share the
We
responsibility.
do. We have a little bit of, like, for example, mornings, I'm the breakfast guy. Like, I love doing breakfast. I like doing it for, I have two girls. I have a 5-year-old and a 1-year-old. So I love cooking them breakfast, getting them going. And then we split the duties. If my wife is like, look, I'm going to be doing dinner these couple nights. Sometimes if it's the grill work, I jump on the grill.
Nice.
You're gonna put me in hot water,
you know.
man. I'm totally the opposite.
How so?
Yeah, but your kids can cook for themselves, so it's
Yeah,
a little
you're all
different.
right.
You know, yeah.
You got a couple of years on us.
At 1 year old, you're not getting under the stove, yeah.
I do not, that's not my thing.
Well, my middle brother is actually a personal chef. So
nice.
If I need some advice, I've learned a lot through him, and he's been cooking since he's been
So you're not
like
stealing the
8 years
thunder.
old.
You're
No,
giving-
so I'm not. Look, I do what I can. I do what I can.
So you've obviously you've been well known from the Kitchen Cousins,
Yes.
which was a incredible show.
Thank you.
On HGTV. I know firsthand, working with my cousin here,
There you go.
that it could be a little bit of a challenge sometimes, to
Yeah.
say the least.
Just a little bit.
You know, I think Stefan has some experience as well working with his cousin in the space.
My nephew.
Your nephew.
Yeah, so we things come about.
So
you know.
I guess my question is, what is that like? Did you guys seem to always get along
Well,
for the
what's
most
good
part?
is, so Anthony and I so our family being an Italian family, we've always grown up in the North Jersey area. That's where
Okay.
everybody's from. My father, his mother, or brother, sister, they're from Hasbrook Heights. They were one of 6, so I had a lot of cousins. I am one of 3 boys. I'm the oldest. Anthony's one of 3. He's the oldest. And I think what it is Anthony and I, being the oldest in our families, we've kind of always gotten the brunt of everything, because I think
Sure.
the first,
Right.
the first is always gets it.
I'm the baby, so I don't know.
You're like the test for your parents. So we've kind of leaned on each other with our family, and because every family has their issues and the fights and everything like that, and we've almost been this kind of sounding board back and forth if there's issues or problems. And I look at Anthony more as like a best friend. Yes, I have brothers, but I never had older brothers.
Agreed. I would say I feel the same way.
Yeah, it is.
And it's like, you run into that brotherly love moment where,
I mean, we have disagreements and we have our own opinions.
But that's good. You
but
want
it's
to have
good,
that, and I have that with
Oh,
my
it's
nephew.
refreshing. Yeah, absolutely.
And mine is different, where he's younger, and so we have that synergy difference, right? Like I have that,
Absolutely.
My world of my experience and so forth, and the younger, synergy, and it just works out right.
I mean, I like
But
just.
it's good to butt
Well, I
heads,
like
it's
in
all.
business, I need someone that I can ask opinions on, and he'll give me really good advice, saying, "Look, I wouldn't do it that way," or I think you should do it that way. Vice versa, he does the same thing for me. He's like, "Hey, John, I'm looking at a piece of property, or I want to do this. What do you think? What do you?" And everybody needs that in business.
Agreed.
Everybody does.
Speaking of property, you just purchased a 1960s ranch home.
Yes.
In Paramus, or Upper Saddle River. Upper Saddle River, which
Yep.
is now your dream home, I would say.
It is. It's a great. We were going to flip it, and we love the property. It's on an acre of property. We just kind of loved it, and we said, you know what? Let's keep it for ourselves.
Yeah.
And we gutted it, renovated it. It's really cool. It had a lot of mid-century modern characteristics, which I love.
Mm-hmm.
And then with my modern flair, my wife likes a little more of the traditional and rustic.
Mm-hmm.
We add those in. So you get this modern farmhouse, rustic look, which is really nice. It's a little compliments of each design
Very
that
cool.
we love.
But we
So-
stole the thunder by putting the shades in the closets.
Well,
That's like the
he always steals the thunder. Stefan, there wouldn't be any thunder left in the sky if Stefan was walking on the universe.
Let me tell you right now, closets and shades are the 2 most important things that people always overlook on projects.
It's
And
true.
then when they don't have it, they start crying.
Listen,
See that?
Believe me, I've been
See,
through
you,
enough. I know
you
them.
basically
Really
stopped him
amazing.
from weeping. Is what he's saying.
fantastic.
That's really nice. That's really so. You were originally going to flip the project.
Yes.
And you guys fell in love with it.
We did.
You kept it. So tell everybody, because this is something that everybody I think thinks about is flipping homes, right? Everybody thinks it's so easy to flip a home. We're like, oh, I'm going to go out and I'm going to flip a home. What do you look for when you flip a home? How do you find the right flip?
For me, when I walked into this house, and definitely, even if you guys want, you can put up on your social, and you can see the before pictures. The outside was, you couldn't even tell what the house was because overgrown bushes.
Overgrown,
I mean, you couldn't even see a home.
Yeah.
But I don't even look at, like, the floor plan upstairs, don't even care about that. I go immediately to the basement. When I go in the basement, I look at the structure itself.
Okay.
If I don't see any cracks in the exterior walls, the height of the ceilings, when I'm looking at the joists to see the wood, because it was built back in the 60s,
Sure.
to see what they used, everything is solid, everything is full cut lumber.
Well, would you agree that houses that were built back then are actually built a little bit better than they are today?
Depends on who your builder is.
Correct.
When I build a new house, it's built.
Well, I don't. Now hold on.
Also, like, how
Well,
you-
the codes were different.
No, I'm talking about like I'm talking about like a
Pulte
Pulte home or a K-Hoff home or.
No, we
like,
want to. You know what it is? Look, it's
They're just different.
They're just different. It's,
Exactly.
Back then, they didn't have the a lot of the engineered wood that is done today is very different than full cut lumber. There wasn't engineered wood that they made certain beams to carry loads.
Right.
Sure.
These were full cut timbers, full pieces. Like when it's like a 2x8 or a 2x10, that's full. That's solid. It's not it's not something that was made in a factory of compressed wood pieces and particles. I just looked at the basement. I knew it had a great structure and it was very solid.
The bones were good.
But wouldn't you agree like that's the fundamental of anything? Like when you're working with it's like the bones of it, right?
Yep.
Or when you meet somebody, their bones of their character.
Yeah.
It's the same thing in the house, right? If that fundamental is solid,
If I can't see your
everything
bones,
else-
I don't even want to be friends
Yeah,
with
I know.
That's your favorite part?
That's it.
you. It's all about the bones.
Well, it's
But
to
it's
me.
true.
To me, it's the basement and the outside 4 walls also.
Sure.
Those were in great shape. They had brick on the front. They had cedar on the sides. Again, it was in great shape. Just needed to be painted. It wasn't bad. It wasn't like there was rot everywhere. They had termite down. It was in great shape.
Wow.
It was just the house wasn't loved. There was no design element. It was overgrown bushes, things like that. That's all easy. For me, cosmetic stuff. It's easy.
Yeah. So now that it's all said and done and the cosmetics are, pretty much there, the shades are in.
Shades are in.
Hunter
cosmetics.
Douglas shades, I'm sure.
Yes, of course.
Closets.
What's your favorite room in the house?
I mean, for me, I will say I am just not saying because you're here. Closets are a big deal. They really are. I mean,
My friend.
well, closets are overlooked. Like I like my clothes.
Space, right?
I like things that
sure.
are organized. That's how I am in general. I'm an organized guy. So, the closets again. Phenomenal. They came out unbelievable. Especially it helps with organization for.
But it's just so nice to have everything, organized. You see everything,
It is, and it's very important to me.
Well, Brian and I have actually been to your home.
Yes.
You invited us to your house.
Yes, you guys came out. You saw.
We got to take a look at some of our favorite rooms.
Yeah.
And we even cooked up a little bit of a meal.
We did.
Let's take a quick look.
Let's do it.
Let's see.
Hey guys, John Colaneri here. Welcome to my home. Thank you so much for coming to my house. We've been talking about this.
We have been.
We're
Thanks
finally
for
here.
Thanks for having me.
It's awesome.
I'm excited to see it.
Let me give you a brief tour, show you some of the highlights.
Sounds
of the
good.
house. First thing, this floor. I mean, everybody that walks in the house says, "What the heck is this?" We inlaid marble into the wood flooring. So
Which is wild.
really sick. First thing when you walk into the living room is you see which is the existing mantle and stone that was here in the house.
Let's go take a look.
Let's go. Come on. All right. So all of this stone, this was here. This is real solid granite that we enhanced, cleaned, fixed up. Of course, it did not look like this, and then we put this reclaimed mantle on top of it.
Wow.
So I wanted to have a piece of that history inside the house, which is really important to me. Plus, this is the original hearth. It's a full 2-inch piece of marble. You don't see that. It's not just a veneer on top. It actually is solid. So having something like this, a little bit of history in the past of the house, I love. So
I love it.
Is this a working fireplace?
it is a working fireplace. I think I'm eventually going to turn over to gas, but if I want to throw some wood in there, ready to go.
Love it.
All right, so yes, we are technically in the dining room, but this is an open floor plan. So there is no real rooms here. It all is one giant room. When I remodeled the house, there was a huge wall that went across here, a huge wall that went across here, and a third wall that went across into what is now the kitchen.
Wow.
So you have to imagine these were 4 different rooms that I made into one room. Now you have this huge, wide open living space. You have a great sunroom, added the skylights, you have the shiplap wall, you have the custom bench, all heated floors underneath here, so it's really nice. Put in the huge doors and sliding doors that go out to the backyard, because I have an acre of property here. And this is a nice communal space to sit down, eat, and then of course, we get in the kitchen. And the kitchen is
That's
the star.
my favorite part.
It's the star. Come on, let's do it.
John, this kitchen is absolutely magnificent. Tell me about the inspiration.
Thanks, man. I'm really, I've done a lot of kitchens, as you can imagine, with the HGTV shows and all my Ellen shows. This was kind of a bunch of ideas from so many different shows that I've done over the years. I love it. I've always loved having the huge island. This is an 11-foot island. The biggest thing you're gonna notice is the sink, man.
Yeah.
It's a 4-foot sink, and all these pieces move. So if you're entertaining, you have a huge area. 2 people can be working at the same time, so it's really good.
We can double up on dishes.
Good. I always want a helper. I can always use a helper. So it's great to have something like this. You want to cook, chop. It's just great. It's easy access.
Love it.
You have porcelain countertops on both sides. That means no maintenance, nice and easy. It looks just like a marble or a granite.
Yep.
Everybody loves that. When you look at what I did with the colors inside here, you're gonna notice the island is the same color as the trim the doors.
Okay.
It's a Benjamin Moore wrought iron. It's that theme I wanted to carry throughout the entire house.
Sure.
So it's really fun to do that. Next, lighting. I love all the lights I have in here. It's a company called Buster and Punch. They're from London. They make very unique lighting. It's all machined metal. You see the brass. So you have the lights here. You have the cage lights above. You have the open shelves. And then you have all their hardware. Really, which this is...
The hardware is spectacular. These grips on these handles.
This is the jewelry that is on top of all your cabinets. It makes a big statement piece.
Yeah.
Then having the natural wood here, I went with an inlay. It's not an overlay, so it gives a much more custom look. When you're opening and closing, it just fits in nice and easy. And of course, this backsplash, which I love. Magnificent. It's really cool. It's from a lava rock. It has all different textures throughout it.
Wow.
And you're gonna see the black inspiration throughout the entire house. I love black. It's such a bold color. Mm-hmm. It looks great. Mm-hmm. And all the appliances, they really stand out inside here. You know, you have the fridge that's hidden behind the doors. You don't have to worry about it. This kitchen, from a space of definitely functionality, is unbelievable, but the style of it definitely is my wife and I love it.
It's a kitchen I probably spend all day in.
This is what we do. This is all we do. We have the kids at the stools, us cooking here. It is so much fun. And you're gonna see also, you know, I carried all the wood throughout the entire house. It's in a gray color as well. So when you have the gray of the cabinets, the gray of the floor, there's some gray inside of the paint that's inside here. It all pulls together and it matches perfectly.
Great, let's keep moving.
Come on, let's do it. All right, Jason, I just want to show you this really fast. You can see it kind of on all the walls around me. It's something, a big statement piece. This is stick wood. It is a real reclaimed wood that is throughout the entire main portion of the house. Some of it went into the kitchen area. The shelves were made out of it. A little bit of it goes into the sunroom. It's just a great texture that goes onto the walls. It gives life and warmth, and it's got a beautiful, rich color that has the grays and browns that you see throughout the house.
I love it.
It's really cool.
Beautiful.
So I wanted to do it in the main hallway here to really give the hallway a statement piece.
Yeah, and you've done it.
Yeah, it's awesome. Thanks, man. I'm really pumped about it. All right, so inside the bathroom, I wanted something different. Biggest thing, the sink. This is an infinity drain sink. My guys at Faithful Countertops, they build the countertops in the kitchen. They also make sinks. So this is a custom-made sink out of the porcelain that you see there.
Turn it on.
It's sapien stone, and check this out. Look at this.
Oh my God.
When you turn it on, you have a little 1/8-inch slit in the back. You don't see where the water goes, and it just drains underneath.
Wow.
So if you've been to high-end hotels,
Sure.
the Ace Hotel is one of them. It is an inspiration where I kind of got it from.
Yeah.
This is it. And having it with the black fixtures, I think is kind of badass.
I agree.
Right?
Yeah.
It's something that's really different. And inside here, all the tile that you see on the floor, this is all porcelain that looks like a marble. So again, there's no maintenance, you don't have to worry about it. That porcelain marble carries through, and the black fixtures really stand out inside here.
Gorgeous. Well done.
And let me show you one thing, and since we're in here, detail-wise, you're gonna see these little knobs and switches everywhere. This is the same company, Buster & Punch, that makes all the lights. So I don't think many people see hardware like this as a light switch, right?
I've never seen hardware like this in my life in any home.
It's cool. So the same brass that are the knobs on the doors, same thing on all the switches.
Very cool.
So it's cool. All right, let me show you the rooms.
Sounds good.
All right, so inside of the master bedroom, of course, one of the biggest things is my closet.
Always the closet.
Always, right? I didn't put a door on here. That was intentional. I did not want a door because I wanted to show off inside my closet.
Sure.
I am neat. I do organize my clothes
Yep.
by colors and different things like that. So my buddy Stefan at Interior Motif, we custom made this.
Very
and
nice.
it's got a ton of room. You can look up top and on the sides. It's got all shelves. I mean, I have so much room. I have empty drawers there.
I didn't realize you have inside shelves
yes.
back here.
I haven't even used up all that.
Yeah, it's a lot of maximizing of the space here.
So it really came out great. And the fact that I have my own walk-in closet, my wife has her own walk-in closet, everything is separate. But again, with my stuff on display, because my wife, she gets a little messy. She's like, don't put my stuff on display.
Close the door.
Close the door.
Sounds like my wife.
Right? Yeah. So she's like, you can put your stuff on display. So it looks great. And not having a door, it makes the room feel larger also. Because if you had a door, you're gonna open it and close it all the time. That's your space.
And it also forces you to keep clean.
Gotta keep clean.
That's it.
So let's keep on going.
Cool.
All right, so last but not least, I have my daughter's rooms. We are in my oldest daughter's room, Lily. It's a fun room. You can see the wallpaper is in every single room, just different colors. We kind of carried it through. It's something fun. She's got her own bathroom, so now she's like a big girl. She's 5. She's got her queen bed. She's excited. Something cool that I love is we did this Jack and Jill closet that the kids can kind of walk through in and out of, right?
Yeah.
So my youngest, Shay, when she gets a little older, she can come into Lily's room through the closet. They kind of crisscross.
That's great.
It's fun, man.
Yeah.
You know, it's something cool like that. And I think for girls, you know, they're gonna have a good time.
I
so.
agree. Cool. Well, thanks for showing me your house today, John.
Jason, thanks for coming here. We'll do the quarantine, right? Everyone's
do it.
gonna do it. You don't want
I like
to
that.
shake hands. Thank you for coming here. It was great having the view here, having you guys here, seeing the house.
Our pleasure.
I'm glad everyone got to get a little tour of the Colaneri home, and hopefully you come back soon.
We will.
We'll hang out more.
We'll see you guys soon.
Bye, guys.
So you have a new show
Yes.
on EllenTube, Design Duo.
Yep.
Tell us about it.
So, new show, myself and my co-host, Lauren Speed Hamilton. Lauren, if you have seen the Netflix show Love is Blind,
yeah.
it was a phenomenon.
Yeah.
Her and her husband met her husband on the show. They got married, and they're married now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's how
Wow,
how it happened. It's kind of cool if you haven't seen the Netflix show that you don't meet the person.
Have you seen that show?
You're in.
I
You
actually
gotta check.
haven't
You gotta
seen
check
it.
Yeah,
that out.
it's
It's
pretty
actually
cool.
funny. I had
You're-
Netflix trial and I was
What?
watching it.
Really?
You're in almost call it pods or rooms.
Yep.
All
Oh,
you
wait
do
a
is
second.
talk.
I did see this, and you have to fall in love with somebody through the walls.
Well, you don't
right?
have to fall in love with them. You have to marry
but-
them. So.
But everybody's in separate rooms, and they're going on dates through the
It's
walls,
not
right?
about, it's supposed to not be.
That's got to be interesting.
How you look.
Yeah. Right.
That's different. Yeah.
You're falling in love with the person
For who they are.
Which
That's
is
cool.
which is
I got it.
so which is so different than
Very different.
all the dating apps out there and everything else. It
Everything's
kind of
lost.
contradicts everything that
We've all
society
known.
is now.
And they're still
promoting.
together. They met in the show and they're
They
still
met in the
together.
show. They live down in Atlanta. They've been married for a year now.
Wow.
And yeah, they love
Oh,
each
that's
other.
so cool.
That's a good story.
I think me and my wife actually caught like the first episode of that, and
Yeah.
we were kind of like looking at it, and we
It's
were
different.
we
It's
were like, what
backwards
is
of
this?
What you think You're absolutely right. The dating
Yeah.
apps,
But isn't that
swipe
like
and-
everything now? Like everything is, that's the new norms, right?
So it is.
And that's exciting.
And that's kind of very interesting how our show that's come out on EllenTube is. It's very different than, of course, your normal design shows that everyone knows and sees on HGTV, where it's people like myself showing up at your house. Well, you can't do that now because of COVID and what's going on, and having all these contractors inside your homes. People don't want that. So we are doing Zoom calls with these people that show us a room in their house that they need help with. I curate a design that they have to finish and accomplish within 24 hours.
Wow.
They get all the design materials delivered to their doorstep. So everything. I'm talking tools, paints, whatever,
cool.
wallpapers that I choose, sofas, knickknacks that go on tables, all that stuff. I give you the plan. You can tweak it, you can change it because it is your house, and I tell the people I want them to do that. If they do
Put their own flair on it.
Put their own flair on it. If they do that and get it done within 24 hours, they win $5,000.
Wow.
Not bad.
Very cool.
For $5,000 worth of work, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, you want to send me one of those
24
kits?
hours later?
Yeah, you guys want a kid?
Yeah, let's see what we can do. I can use a little design in a box somewhere in my
And
house.
it's cool because the DIY aspect of people love doing that stuff. It has pushed these couples to kind of go above and beyond.
Come together.
Yeah.
They're with each other in their house
But was this
nonstop.
concept?
That's
Was
right.
this concept like pre the COVID, or this is all?
I actually thought of this
Because the timing is like perfect,
So
right?
right when COVID hit, really hit in March. So we knew that it started coming in February, but it was kind of like in the back of the news. Once March, I think March 1st, maybe that first week in March, it started blowing up everywhere. And we started going through these lockdowns. And I was building my house, of course, the ranch home. I started having so many people ask me these questions like, John, I love following you and seeing what you're doing because I'm home now. I can't go out. I want to start doing a project because I'm going to be home for the next couple of weeks. My company's telling me don't go into the office. It's happening. I had this idea. I kind of pitched it to the Ellen team. I said, guys, that you need content. What if we do a show where we do a design show through COVID? And they loved it. They said,
I think it's great.
Yeah, I think it's a great concept. I think it's fantastic.
Not
So
only do they get
clearly,
like a whole design, but then they get
hey, if
something
you
to
do
do
it,
it. You have a whole weekend, and you get 5,000.
That's right. Yeah.
You get all the design materials.
Right.
You get sofas. You get all these things free,
Yeah.
and you have a chance to win $5,000.
all right, sign me up.
It's a no-brainer. Yeah.
Sign me up.
It's a
Sign me
no-brainer.
up.
Yeah.
I'm in. I'm 100% sold. So clearly, you know how to build a home, and clearly you can design an amazing kitchen. But how well do you actually know your way around the kitchen? And we're gonna find out. I want you to hold that thought. I got a little quiz for you.
I love it.
We're gonna test.
I love
We
game
spent,
shows.
we spent all week
We're gonna-
cutting this
we're-
and putting this together. So.
We're gonna test your skills here. All right.
Okay.
And I'm gonna show you a few different objects.
Okay.
All right. And I just need you to tell me what they are.
Got it.
All right. So the first object is this object here. All right. What do we got here?
Squeeze lemons.
Yeah, he already knows.
A lemon squeezer. That's correct. We're gonna start easy.
Whoa.
Got a lemon squeezer. We don't want to make you look bad.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Look, you already know before I even show it to you.
I can see his face. He
We
knows them all.
got the next item here.
What's that?
What do we have here?
Stefan, do you know what that is?
I don't know, but that looks something like
Stefan
you put in
definitely
the
does
sink
not
or
know what that
something,
is.
you
He
know?
does
Like,
none of
what-
the cooking
sink-
at his house.
No, I am not.
Nothing to do with window
That
shades.
to me, is that to shave down either onions or potatoes?
That is incorrect. This is
Make pancakes?
You're close. This is
Oh.
a burger press.
I know.
This is a burger press,
okay.
which if you'd like, you could probably pick one up for about $9.99.
Okay.
All right,
That's
we got
cheap,
our
huh?
next item. An easy one. Come on, this is an easy one, John.
That is for cheese.
That is not for cheese.
No, that's for
That is
not
for
the
pasta.
onion. What's the other one? Garlic.
That is a garlic press. Oh,
You know what,
Stefan. Hold on, wait a minute. We're gonna
I'm
turn this into.
watching.
I guess we can make this a team
We
game.
got-
We can make it a team game.
We got 1 and 1. What?
got that.
You better not let him beat you in the kitchen.
We didn't see that
garlic
coming.
press.
Here we go. I actually own one of these next items. One of my favorites. What do we have here?
Apple peeler.
Apple peeler.
You guys both know
what do you
that.
know?
All right, apple peeler. We'll give
But
you guys
Stefan
both-
said it
we'll give you guys
first, so
both
I
a
don't know.
point.
If it was
We can do this true game
if it was
show
Jeopardy,
style.
if it was Jeopardy, Stefan would have buzzed in
I'm
first.
gonna
I
give
think we
them.
should go
I'm
one
gonna
and
give
one.
them
I
both
think we
a
should go
point.
one
I'm
and
gonna give
one.
them
You
both
go
a point.
first.
All right.
He goes.
All right. What do we have here?
Oh, I don't know that.
I would say that's going to go over whether it is an onion or a potato or something, and it dices it.
Close.
Something with dicer.
Well, this is a formal avocado slicer.
A formal avocado.
You can only use it for avocados,
You
right?
can only use it for avocados. If you
Because
try to use it with
I'm not
anything
big on
else,
avocados.
it'll
It won't
self-destruct.
It won't work.
Well, it probably because it doesn't have any blades on it. It's like almost like a plastic.
All right. Next item. What do we have here?
It's
Well,
definitely. It's gonna go into. I think it's gonna go into a fruit, and it's gonna juice it some way to get the juices out.
Lime,
yes,
maybe?
Yes,
Lime,
Lime,
So it is a
orange.
citrus juice sprayer.
Okay.
We're gonna give John that point. on that
Okay,
one.
he gets
I
it.
think you can do it like a grapefruit.
I'll
even
see you
probably,
guys-
or things
I'll
like
see
that.
you guys-
I'll take a quarter point. Is that, you know?
I'll see you guys both at Five Below after the show.
Shopping trip.
And the very last item. What are these scissors used for?
Pasta?
I don't
What would you
know.
say? I don't know.
I don't know. Those are salad.
Circumcision?
Very close.
Maybe that's
We're trying to keep it food related. Come on.
That's good.
I would say
That's
it's
good.
something of vegetable.
Yes, it is a herb scissor.
Herb scissor.
So this is to cut your herbs at home.
Okay.
Not the kind of herbs that
I
you're
don't
thinking.
know. I was pretty
Tune in
close.
next time for that.
So John, in the midst of all your crazy world with a new show and everything
Oh,
else,
did I win?
yeah, you actually. I think you won. I think you won. Yeah, let's give him the win. Let's give John the win.
Look, guys, I want to stay competitive.
So in the midst of all the craziness,
Yes.
you have a new book coming out. What can you do with a
Yes.
toolbox? This is a bestseller already.
It is.
Phenomenal book. I read it.
It's heavy reading.
It's heavy reading, and I'm just curious. Inspiration behind the book. How did this whole thing come about?
So inspiration behind the book. My wife, my cousin Anthony and I were always talking about doing a book, and she's like, everybody does that same coffee table book where it's like their designs that you see. She's like, you should do a children's book. She says, she's always told us, like, you and Anthony always have a great connection with kids. They love interacting with you. Why don't you do one that's showing kids how to make tools? And that's what we did. We went in, Simon & Schuster is our editor, went in, we pitched them, we told them we'd love to do a book that teaches the basic tools to children, and at the end, they learn how to build something with that. And what they learn how to build is a playground for the community. So it's a good lesson.
I love it.
As well.
Well done, man.
Yeah, I love it. It's beautiful.
And it's great. I think it's a really fun book. The cool part about this is we also teamed up with this app company that's called Novel Effect. Novel Effect, since we are in the 21st, century now, Novel Effect is an app that you can read. It's free. You go on. It's got thousands of different books. When you read it as a parent, you leave your phone on the side. You can hook up the speakers or just leave it on your phone. But it hears sight words. So when I say certain sight words, like this is a hammer, you hear a hammer sound that comes out of your phone.
How about that?
They actually went to our construction site and
That's
taped
crazy technology.
all of our tools, like it's really us using those tools, and then our voices. So,
Wow.
for example, we're like, this is a tape measure, and then Anthony comes on and says, with the tape measure, you measure a slide to see the height of it, and you hear his voice.
Very
it's
cool.
really
So here you read
That's a
about
really
it,
neat
you see
experience.
pictures, and then that.
You see the pictures, so the child sees it visually.
Correct, and
but
then
then
hears
also
it.
hears it. So you're hitting all those audio
Sensories. Yeah,
sensory
that's great.
for a child. My daughter's voice. She in the center there. She's the child that has the blonde hair, the little ponytail. That's my daughter depicted there.
How old's your daughter?
She's now 5.
Wow.
So you hear her voice say a couple lines in the book as well. So it's pretty cool.
It's really nice.
I think the next episode's going to be on you. You're going to send him the toolbox kit right to your
We'll see
house.
if you know the
And then
tools.
you're going to see the
Oh,
tools.
yeah.
We're going to put it on you.
I'm gonna have my 7-month out here reading this book backwards and forward by the time I
That's
see
it.
you next
That's
time.
it.
That's it.
Yeah. So really, this was incredible. Thanks for sharing your story with us. You got a lot going on. I don't know how you have time to do 150 push-ups every 10 minutes.
That's it.
But you guys, thank you so much for having for
Awesome.
being on the
Great
show.
time. Good, great
Make sure you
surprise.
check out EllenTube and,
Yeah, so every
and John's new
Wednesday.
show.
So every Wednesday is when a new show is released. Of course, since it's all digital, you can go on to EllenTube.com, YouTube, her Facebook page, Instagram. You can watch it all there. But every Wednesday is when a new episode comes out. So 2 episodes are out already. Next week coming up, you'll see another episode, and keeps
Fantastic.
going through that through the summer.
Great. So
Nice.
set your
Check that out.
DVRs if you still have those.
Well, it's no DVRs. Anytime you want.
Or just go to the website.
Or just
yeah.
go to the
Watch us.
website.
It lives
It's a
there
lot
anytime.
easier.
No reservation needed.
It lives there forever. So.
John Colaneri, Stefan Albes,
you.
thank you
Thank
so
you.
much for joining us.
Thank you,
Until
guys.
next
Thank you,
time,
guys.
have a great night. Remember, it's all about the view.
We'll see you next time.